It was all I wanted to fix my brain. So intellectually, things were happening very well, like 15 gold medals and the
Yes.
top universities and MBA from Cambridge. I used to work with UNITAR, United Nations. Things were absolutely perfect. There was no problems in career growth, profession, lovely family, parents are amazing, everything well. What happened? My very dear friend, very, very close, 25 years of a relationship, almost like a sister. She went into marketing, I went into medicine. Relationship got crashed after 25 years. No speaking terms. It was extremely emotionally painful for me. Night and day, I would just think about it. Rumination. Arey, why did she leave me? What could have happened wrong? She should not have done that. All those
Yes.
things emotionally started to bother. In my house, I still remember my parents were like, please, there should not be talk of this person in the house. It's not allowed, because for 2 long years, I continuously ruminated. Very painful. So intellectually, you're doing very well, and emotionally, you are completely crashed. So where is that joy? Where is that happiness? And one fine day, I was traveling to US. They were studying breakups, and they were studying romantic breakups. So luckily, I was just next door in another conference. I knocked the door and I asked the professor, I said, can I do my functional MRI also to see, because I'm messed up. It was a
Yeah.
breakup, it was a friendship
Friendship
breakup, but I'm
breakup.
totally messed up. And he said, you'll have to pay out of pocket. It's expensive to do the functional MRI. It doesn't matter. I want to change, I want to improve. So I go ahead and do my functional MRI, and lo and behold, when the scan was up, we are sitting, the professor is saying, you are a neurologist, go read your scan. I said, yes. When I look at my scan, and there is an area in the brain called VTA, which was lighting up, which was abnormal. There was something wrong with it. And that lighting up happens in people with heroin addiction, with cocaine addiction. And then very quickly I understood that my emotional attachment and not letting those thoughts go away was essentially an emotional craving. And I said, gosh, I have to fix this. The prefrontal cortex is the most important part of the brain. That was almost shut. It was not balanced. It was not working well. So where is the question of emotional regulation, absence of rumination, peace, contentment, bliss? Ye to kuch hoga hi nahi. Then I said, next time I'm going to come, I told the professor, I'm going to fix this and come back.
Doctor, before we move ahead, I picked up one thing from what you said, that when you did your scanning, the effect came same as the drug addiction for a breakup, be it friendship breakup, which is quite interesting. So that means, are we addicted to what emotions are we feeling?
One
And that is triggering the same effect as drug addiction.
100%. The emotional attachment of it is as, people who are struggling with porn addiction, people struggling with sexual addictions, people struggling with relationship addictions. The toxic relationships is a classical example. The person is having domestic violence, the person is not emotionally appropriate for you, but you can't leave. So all this is creating a loop in the brain, and in that loop, what is happening is your rational cortex is completely out. You don't know what is good and bad. You cannot decide between what is right for you and what is wrong for you. So continuously, you are not regulating your emotions. Your emotions are actually regulating you.
But then, isn't building habit also an addiction? Does that also trigger the same effect?
Lovely question. So for example, if I have a addiction of meditation, wouldn't that be better than addiction of medication?